Vardzia is known for this cave monastery, which was built in the 11th century to protect Georgians from the Mongol hordes which were attacking. King Tamar ordered this place to be built so that their people would be safe. And the funny thing about King Tamar is that King Tamar is a woman. Yes, they named a woman as king and not queen.
I've been wearing a poppy every Remembrance Day since grade school, but yet I've never seen a real poppy, so this is kind of cool. A real wild poppy.
So for what feels like the first time on this trip, we're getting some inclement weather. I'm getting rained on right now. We've got a ton of cloud overhead, so we're missing out on a view of this gorgeous valley that's behind me. It's been like this for a couple days now. We spent some time at a my nose is running. Today we've come to Ushguli, which is the highest inhabited settlement in all of Europe. It's known for these towers, which were used for defense against feuding neighbors back in the 11th century.
So nice. We've stopped at this little cafe in Ushguli for some hachapuri, which is traditional Georgian bread and cheese, essentially. We've been eating a lot of this over the last few days.
It's a monastery that's built on the top of a pillar of rock, almost impossibly, and amazingly, somebody still lives there. Today we're going north to Kazbegi. We've stopped along the way at this friendship monument, which is a monument to the friendship between the Georgians and the Russians. More of a scenic viewpoint than anything else. Today, Karen and I are gonna take a hike, and to get to the trailhead, we have to cross this rickety suspension bridge over this just incredibly powerful river, Chalaadi Glacier. You can really tell it's early in the season. The water level is extremely high. The water is almost coming up onto the trail. We've reached a section of the trail where it's actually washed out by this water. All right, so Karen's going ahead trying to figure out a route for us as the river is spilled over and is coming down the path we're supposed to be taking. Don't know how successful I'm going to be trying to film myself doing this. So doing this with one hand. Ah, that's wet. This is the source of the crazy river that we've been hiking along. This is the Chalaadi Glacier, and we're going to climb up and get a little bit closer.
So we just arrived at Tblisi Canyon, which is about 40 kilometers away from Kutaisi. We were supposed to wake up at 8:30 this morning. Brian planned the entire day for us, including a hike to a waterfall. And it's about 12:30 now, and we just arrived here.
So one of the main reasons to come to the canyon was to take a boat ride through the canyon, as it's supposed to be really beautiful. However, because of the high waters, it's closed today.
We're at the tea house just having breakfast. We had a couple of waffles and some hachapuri and some coffee, and we have a surprise visitor.
Hi! You didn't say who it was!
Oh! So Georgia is known for their wine. It's the birthplace of wine. So we're here in the Kakheti region trying out some wines. So we're in the tunnel now, and this is their wine cellar. They have 20,000 bottles of wine.
26,000.
Damn it! This is a qvevri, and it's a clay pot that's buried underground, and this is how Georgians produce their wine. The wine goes in here, and there's no yeast added or anything else. It just ferments for about 26 days, I believe. Can you see the difference in color? This is the one made in the clay pot.
So we've made it to the tiny tourist town of Tblisi. We've come here to see the iconic Georgian cathedral on top of the mountain. I'm not sure what its actual name is, but it's pretty spectacular. It's a little cloudy right now, but you can still make it out on the top of the mountain. I'm recording this right now in like a parking lot area where they have a bunch of 4x4s that tourists can rent in order to take you up to see it. However, the girls have decided to forego the 4x4s and want to hike. Yay.
Well, we're walking up this road. I emphasize road, which we could have easily driven up. So we're walking through a neighborhood, and it looks like we've gotten a little bit lost actually, but there's a group in front of us that clearly knows what they're doing, so we're just following them.
Yeah?
Less steep.
Which one are you going on?
So the group has abandoned us. They're going up the side. They're going to take the straight up route. I think we're on the left. We're going to take the left side, aren't we? Yeah, we're taking the left route. Bye, guys. Okay, so Karen's abandoning us. She's taking the straight up route with the other Europeans. So while Karen abandoned us, I decided to take the hard, straight up route, which is ugly and hard and tiring. We've got a beautiful little creek to follow. This is clearly so much nicer than the way Karen took. So it's clear now that Shauna and I's route was better, since it was less uphill and it was prettier. So we've hiked to almost the top of the mountain. We decided not. Shauna's distracted by a shiny thing. Come to an old Soviet town called Chiatura, and here we are going to ride a cable car, but not just any cable car. This one has a nickname of being the Coffin Car.
We just saw the Coffin Car come down like almost 90 degrees without a door. And Shauna saw this rusted thing
that looked like it was about to fall apart, like completely apart.
It is, since Brian just informed us, this is the last year that this will be in operation before a new one is installed.
Like, I don't care how much you had, millions, I would not get on that, no way. That looks terrifying.
I want to see it up close. We gotta get up close. Let's go up close. Oh my god.
You actually trying to get on this thing? Like,
Oh, it's coming from
Wow.
Not in here.
Oh, yes. So it's free.
It's a free ride.
So now that it's free, are you going to go with me, Karen?
When was this built?
I told you, I think it was built in 59 or somewhere in the 50s.
There's holes in the ceiling. There's holes in the door. Like,
At least there's a door.
It's not a tourist attraction.
So it started to rain outside too, which is kind of making this experience a little bit more eerie than it already was. Say hi. Holes in the floor are safe, right? So I've made it to the top by myself without the girls. And really the only reason to come up here was to come up here and ride this cable car, so now I just gotta wait here until it goes back down.